How do you everyone, Super the Comic here, and today I got a random Bailey battle that I had the time to do before I went to my desktop. So today we have k2.8.O Orbit versus f2.6.V Awakened Variable. Yep, Forever Flat, which is called its Awakened, which Valkyric Awakened in the Season 1 anime. So that's a thing, that's 1-0. But yeah, so yeah, that's in Valkyric Awakened, and like I don't even know which episode it was, but yeah, that's a thing. Like, that is great. One, it wasn't even secured on the launch, by the way. Two, I don't even know. One bad thing about Variable. Oh, that's a burst finish. That's 1-2. One bad thing about Variable is that, well, there's some pros and cons about Variable. So like Variable, when it's in mint condition, it has these 6 spike thingies, and it's fairly controlled. That's 4-1. But yeah, it's fairly controllable. Like Hasbro's thing, I think it does a rush launch even when it's launched late in the stadium. Hasbro's variable, but like for most performance tips like Hunter and Extreme Dash, etc., it gets less aggressive as it is worn down. But Variable is the opposite of that. As Variable wears down, it's supposed to get more aggressive, in which it actually does. But Variable was kind of inconsistent to begin with. But Variable, it was already inconsistent to begin with. But when Variable is completely worn, it has no holding power and no stamina whatsoever. It's very aggressive, but it has 0 stamina. It has 0 holding power, and its stamina just worsens as it's been worn. But Variable in theory is supposed to wear down 3 times. Wait. Yeah, 3 times. First it wears down first when the 6 spikes break off. And the second time it wears down is when the 14 spikes wear down. But yeah, the first time it wears down is when the 6 spikes break off. The second time is when the 14 spikes break off. Well, no, it just wears down 2 times. But when the 6 spikes break off and the 14's other spikes are in contact with the stadium, that is arguably the best stage of Variable, because it's in the middle of controllable and non-controllable. Like, let me get my new Variable real quick. Like, the thing about it is this is the most controllable stage when all the 6 spikes are still contacting the stadium, and when it wears down and these 14 spikes are in contact with the stadium, that is arguably the best stage of Variable. So like, it's not all over the place like hitting the stadium walls constantly, but it's not boring and just have no stamina either. So it's in the middle. When the 14 spikes are in contact with the stadium, that is arguably Variable's best phase period. But the thing with Takara Tomy and Hasbro's thing is that Takara Tomy makes their stuff out of a harder rubber than Hasbro, so it takes a long while to wear down Hasbro's Variable, but Takara Tomy's Variable wears down after but Takara Tomy's Variable, its Variable wears down after about the 14 spikes come into contact with the stadium at roughly about 50 launches, or at least 50 strong launches. That is 50 good launches, and like 50 good launches. That's when like the 14 spikes come in contact, and after about 60 or more launches, that's when you get the fully worn variable, or it's awakened. I've been like legit talking for 5 minutes about this one performance tip. That is really weird. Well, that's a weird move. I like how some of the frameable discs have a lot of life after death without a frame, such as 6. When I say holding power, I mean controlling. Extreme is fairly easy to control. Variable is fairly easy to control. Hunter's pretty easy to control. But yeah, most rubber tips are not that hard to control with like a good banking shoot or something, whatever it's called, rush launch, whatever you want to call it. But variable, when it's fully worn down, has no freaking holding power whatsoever. Like, it was bad enough is that if the horrible stamina for variable wasn't enough, like, if the horrible stamina for variable wasn't enough, what's even worse is that half the time it doesn't even get good hits, and like attack types aren't even good anymore. Like, the Chozetsu attack type, they're just flat tips. See, this is what I mean. Attack types aren't even good against defense types, and good performance tips like variable, atomic, eternal, etc., etc. Like, people barely even use attack types in competitive tournaments anymore. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but they don't even use attack types anymore. Like, Orbit is a good alternative for atomic if atomic's unavailable to one blader. But yeah, that does it for this video. If you did enjoy it, like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a video or when I go live. And that'll be all for today's battle video. So until next time, guys, see ya.